Recording. Everything's just in a rush. I thought I had an hour before we started. Turns out it's always been 8 Eastern time. 9 in Central, so Nettle Sentinel, sure. It's not the worst, I suppose, if we play something that we can counter unless they pay 1. Just grind some lands. This is basically a removal spell. See, oh, that's a sweet one to counter too. Counter unless you pay 1. Get to counter something that's undying. Sounds great. I think I want both of these, right? I feel like I probably can't have too many removal spells, and I definitely want to land. Top. He's done 1 land here. His deck plays not a lot of lands. Huh. I kind of want to just evoke Muldrifter here. You like hit a Prism or something so we can double spell at some point with the Bolt plus the Mana Leak. We had Island, we can do that too. I would like to Seagate Oracle so I can block this, but I really just want to I know I want this Lightning Bolt, and we actually got a Flame Slash too, so that sounds great. Taking a little bit of damages here. If we miss a land drop, we'll play the Seagate Oracle. Alright, we hit our land drop. That's pretty good. I think I still want an Oracle here. Yeah, Oracle's basically a removal spell. We might hit Untapped Red Source. I think I'd rather have a Muldrifter here. It's another, Muldrifter eventually blocks. We have a land drop for this turn. If it was another colored land, maybe we'd keep it, but I don't think... I haven't brewed anything with this deck. These are all just cards that someone else was playing that I copied. I changed the mana base a very, very little bit. A very small bit the mana base got changed. Alright, Pulse of Marasa. I think I'm going to Arc Lightning, go boop boop. Just like the triple Young Wolf draw is so good against us. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Keeps him about the same amount of power. We do have a lot of our removal, though, too, so we can't really complain. It's possible I'm supposed to Flame Slash this on our turn. Yeah, that's probably correct. Korean Ranger. Alright, I'm going to bolt this in response. I don't think there's anything that gets me in trouble for doing this. I wish I had his deck list. I need to find the link with the deck list. Anyone have that? The links with their deck list in it? I can't find... it might be at the bottom of the card hoarder page, actually. We are playing Pauper currently, that is correct. Pauper challenge, schedule, and results. Alright, yeah, I found it. So, max, longitude. He actually has 2 mutagenic growths in his deck, so I guess we could have gotten punished for that. I forgot mutagenic growth was common. Yeah, I think it's just, free block here, basically. Yeah, I just found it. It was at the bottom of the card hoarder site. I should have assumed it was there. Hunger of the Howl Pack, sure. Right, I knew that was a thing he had access to. I could just capsize this. That doesn't seem awful. I think Flame Slashing is probably better. I'm doing alright. Though the flusteredness of being late is calming down now. If he has mutagenic growth here, I think I'm going to Mana Leak it. Just keeping this dead is pretty important. Winning this die roll was really, really critical to winning this match. If we get a green source, we're in a great spot. So to go ahead and just like pretty free block here. I'm gonna try and like crush through my guy here. I got a groundswell. Yeah, I'm gonna mana leak this. Like this is basically like protecting my removal spell. And I think of Esper Control in the modern metagame. I think it's probably not very good, and that's why it doesn't have results. I did see Nimble Mongoose was getting reprinted at Common. It's got interesting prospects for things like this. Ooh, that's sweet. So we get to play this, which gives us a Muldrifter to cast next turn, not evoked. If we make it to Tron, this Capsize should buy us a lot of time. Hopefully he just like tries to punch through my Seagate Oracle again here. And just call every time on this attack. Ooh, we found a second land. He's only on 16 lands, so I don't really feel bad for him. He's got Garruk's Companion, yeah. 3/2, yep. Flame Slash is not bad. I think I want to just cast Muldrifter here, though. We could hit, like, actually, I don't think we have any untapped red sources, right? Yeah, actual 0 untapped red sources, but we could hit... That's the wrong match. We could hit, God, all the wrong Tron pieces. So this turn when he attacks, we're going to Muldrifter block Garruk's Companion, this jump here. I would not be surprised to see this get a pump spell here. Huh. I'm definitely doing that. Do I double block? No, I think I'm just supposed to single block here. Just like kick vines. That's fine. So we take 5 here. That doesn't seem particularly bad for us. Because it does similar things to what... it does similar things to Nahiri while being less flexible. That's why we dropped it. Alright, so we found our last Tron piece. I think I want to just discard this power plant. No, I'm only planning to play the League this evening. I'm going to Flame Slash this now, which could get blocked. Terran Terror 1 with the 3-month resub. Thank you for the continued support, mate. I really appreciate it. It's a long time, 3 months. Getting up there. Looking for, like, Prophetic Prism at this point, or Shimmering Grotto, so we can start casting, like... If we get to cast this Pulse of Marasa and this Chainer's Duty, this game should end pretty quickly. We won the coin flip, and then he stumbled on resources just long enough that we're pretty much able to run away with this game. I would love if you went Guy here, so that way we can just, like, Rolling Thunder all of them. Ooh, I should be Shimmering Grotto. Shimmering Grotto, Thornwood Falls. Okay, so we can Pulse of Marasa next turn. Things worth noting. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here. We have Counterspell and Capsize up. Our life total is still reasonably high. Garruk's Champion, sure. Mana Leak. So I'm just gonna like Rolling Thunder and kill these 3. That seems reasonable. So I need red, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have Mana Leak to counter if he has any kind of interruption. This card having hexproof is annoying. I guess I'm supposed to attack there. That was a mistake, right? I've missed a point of damage. Hopefully it's just not relevant. Oh, that's definitely worth mana leaking. The old 4/4 unblockable. Hunger of the Howl Pack. Take my point. What you guys a follow-up? River Boa, Island Walk, Regenerate. Okay, don't play an island. Got it. So let's go boop, boop, boop. Cast Pulse of Marasa, targeting Muldrifter. 6 life, not irrelevant either. Let's cast Muldrifter. I think we did it, fam. I think we did it. So we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn here. Is anyone else's audio out of sync? You should refresh your stream. I dropped a really small number of frames, like less than 1%. Not nearly enough to be relevant. Just clicked past his attack. Alright, well, we're going to make blue out of that. Blue, blue. I'm going to capsize with buyback my Muldrifter. Seems hot. Draw some cards. Alright, start on Muldrifter. Echoing Truth, Mnemonic Wall. Let's go this, into this, plus this, play the wall out. Rebuy Pulse of Marasa. Opponent concedes. That's nice of him, considering I had a short delay at the beginning there. He can't interact with Ulamog's Crusher, so definitely bring that in. Pulse seems great. Diabolic Edict seems great. Magma Spray seems great. Dispel seems great for all the stupid instants that he has. Counterspell doesn't seem great. Mana Leak's probably just a little bit better. It's easier to cast for us. Condescend was okay that game, but I think it's a little slow overall. Rolling Thunder was good. Seagate Oracle's great. I think I'm going to trim a Muldrifter, as odd as that sounds. Maybe I don't want this much counter magic. Maybe this is still like a little bit too much, especially on the draw. Maybe I'm just supposed to like cut these mana leaks. Or like maybe cut the remove soul in a mana leak, because he's just like rarely going to have a lot of resources. Doesn't Twimble get out classical? You know, they have a lot of just like little dorks, I think. Like they have a lot of like 2/2s and 1/1s. So I think this is fine. I don't think I want any other cards over here. I'm just gonna go ahead and submit. Missed call. Alright, I'll deal with that later. Magic Online is running at a snail's pace. I love when people say Blood Moon punishes greedy mana bases in Modern. I'm like, you've never really played Modern. You don't understand. You don't understand at all. Blood Moon doesn't punish just greedy mana bases in Modern. Blood Moon punishes 2-color mana bases in Modern. It's fucking miserable. It's not a good Magic card. It's poor Magic design. I don't know why it's still legal. I think I'm allowed to keep this. It's a little slow, but it's got Bolt and Seagate Oracle. Like, both these cards are pretty good. We've got a map. He mulliganed. I think I'm getting Shimmering Grotto with this. Seems to be the card we want to draw most often. Little Sentinel on one's pretty good for him. Play another 1-cost idiot. Yeah, he just had like 2 power guy in 1, 2 power guy in 2. Probably gonna have a pretty hard time this game. Yeah, we're just going to lose this game, I think. I don't think this matchup's very good for us on average. Seagate Oracle's not the worst, I guess. Another Flame Slash or a Tron piece? Kind of want to take the Tron piece. No, it's probably supposed to take the removal spell. It's got to be super greedy doing anything other than taking the removal spell. This now blocks, effectively removes the Nettle Sentinel, which is nice. Why on earth wouldn't you attack with the Brindle Shoat? I'm just like, it's the freest point of damage. We are playing 4-color Tron Control. That's a good draw. Would have liked that on 2, I guess, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, all that jazz. Let's make some red manas here. God, I hate you, Magic Online. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Now the question will be, can we stabilize using this Pulse of Marasso? So we're taking 4 minimum this turn, going to 8. Next turn, I get to Seagate Oracle plus Bolt one of his guys. I don't understand why this isn't attacking, but I mean, I'm not going to complain, I guess. We're now plus 2 points of life from this not attacking. Unblockable River Boa seems bad for us. Could not really do anything to prevent that. Let's play Seagate Oracle to start here. Would not mind another red removal spell. Chainer's Edict's not the worst, I suppose. Let's turn this into red and bolt this. Basically just can't beat him having anything. Yeah, I agree, Ter. I agree. Yep, deal. Maybe he wants to... Oh, you know what? He's probably saving it for an edict. I have to imagine that that's like what's going on here, right? Like he's just saving that for an edict. That's what he's doing. I'm dead to... Did do a lot of things, but Divine to the Vastwood. Alright, there's a world where we hit Tron next turn and we stabilize this. Oh, this blocks Silhana Ledgewalker. That's really good. So we're supposed to double block this guy here, I think. This riverboat is really annoying. Come on, Tron. Come on, Tron. Want to buy Tron. Alright, that's a redraw at Tron. I guess this gives me draws, the most draws at Tron. Yeah, I'm going to lead on this. Mana Leak and Edict don't seem particularly good. Play this. If he doesn't know I have Pulse, he might shove in an awkward way this turn that lets me like kill the Ledgewalker. Nope, just Riverbow still. Sure. I guess if he goes to pump the Riverbow here, I could capsize it in response. Like if he like finds kicks it. Oh, he's just gonna ship with the team. Okay, sweet. So I think I'm going eat this block here. Pass priority. Yeah, this is fine. So we're taking 4 here and going to 2. Yeah, I'm good with that. Really need Tron next turn. Really need Tron next turn. Alright, we know all of his cards. Sweet. Get this back. What do we want, Tron? When do we want it? Now. What do we want, Tron? When do we want it? Now. Two looks at Tron. We're missing a power plant. Magma Spray looks great. Takes out Young Wolf nicely. What do we want, Tron? When do we want it? Now. I think I'll take a land that gains life here over the Muldrifter, actually. I think I'm just going to exile this guy. Yeah, I'm just going to exile him now while he doesn't have a pump spell and he can't do anything weird. I guess exiling this might be better. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to exile the thing that makes a 3/3, actually. That might be loose. Yeah, if we had Tron, we're probably going to win this game. This Riverbow is so obnoxious. Why do I have violence? Why do I have violence? It's not the Tron piece I'm looking for. So how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 right now. I have capsize for 3/3. That's fair. Yeah, I think we're actually just going to play. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the wall out here. Rebuy Pulse of Marasa. I think I'm supposed to Prophetic Prism too. Yeah, maybe this is all. This sequence was bad. If we dropped the Tron piece here. No, we didn't. We drew Ulamog's Crusher though. That's not awful. I don't think he can kill us, right? I guess he has 2 cards. He could technically kill us this turn. If he has like double pump. Okay, yeah, I just want to draw all the cards though, I think. If he gets double pump and kills us, he gets double pump and kills us. Hopefully we just take 2. Tron. Arc Lightning, that's not the worst. I'm gonna try this now and see how it goes. this. Am I supposed to kill these and go like 2 and 1? It doesn't seem awful. I just go right across the board here, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to go right across the board. So I have an 0-4 now. Edict yourself in order to rebuy the wall with the pulse. That's a good line. Probably do that at some point. Maybe I should be attacking now. If we hit Tron, we just like crush him because we have Capsize plus Ulamog's Crusher. I liked Edict my wall so I can pulse the wall and then play the wall and draw the... Just concedes, alright, yeah. That's likely what was going to... We were likely going to win. Literally crush him, yep. Alright, I'm restarting Magic Online here really quick. Let's get that out of the way now. It's running like a snail. Let me join. And it was more tense because I was like trying not to lose to the frickin' clock after we started a little late and then had the client lagging like it does. If anyone's looking for a Pauper deck, I can't say I'm nowhere near a Pauper expert, but someone who is a Pauper expert made this deck, and I just changed the mana base a little. I changed like, I think I'm like 6 cards off of what the guy that built this deck had, and this deck's real good. It's real good. It's like the definition of grindy value. Please reprint Tron lands for my Pauper deck. A little over 200 people hanging out here again. Thanks to everyone who came back after we had a short break there. We had a short break there. I had to go run around and do some stuff that I don't have all of it done, but we are back to stream some Pauper stuffs. Looks like you're trying to brew a deck. Would you like some help? You win, you should say. It looks like you're trying. So the mana in this deck's a little rough sometimes. The Shimmering Gods is actually one of the changes I made. I added another Shimmering Grotto to the deck, and I put... These used to be Dismal Backwaters, but I made them Pulses. I made them Thornwood Fall, so I wanted to cast Pulse more consistently than Chainer's Edict, which might be greedy. This card is like the glue that holds this deck together. No, there's my window is open, and there are literally crickets outside. Is it that bad? If they're too loud, I can turn them off, but there's definitely crickets outside. Got a beautiful night outside the window open. The old mismatched prophetic prisms. Yeah, the counterspell splits are like a concession to like not being able to cast things super consistently. Turn them off. I could close the window, is what I bet. Yeah, these splits here, like the Mana Leak removes full and counterspellers, mostly because we've got all these colorless lands. It might even be that this deck wants, there's the Prophetic Lens, I think it is, that it accelerates you and it filters. Is that, I think that's a card Pauper decks play sometimes. We might just want like one more filter or somewhere, like the 2 Shimmerings, these, and then like maybe this map is better as that. Alright, who am I playing against next year? Round 5, I'm playing against Romario. We are playing against this person next. Oh, good. He can just never win. So our next round opponent is playing Kadaltha Jeskai, and this matchup's just like it's really bad for him. We have to mulligan and stumble a lot. His deck just can't apply pressure, and he can't apply pressure, and he can't fight through everything that we have. Does he have? Oh man, he doesn't even have curses in his board. Like Curse of the Bloody Tome is how they steal games against us sometimes. Yeah, this matchup's gonna be, it's really good for us. As a player getting into Pauper, would I recommend this deck? This deck, you have to work for all of your wins with the deck. You might want to look at a more traditional Pauper Tron deck. Like this is a control deck with Tron lands. The more like Fangren Marauder Tron deck's probably better if you're just learning the format. This deck allows you to leverage play skill and knowledge of the format a little bit better, I would say, but its raw power level is probably a bit lower. It's a bloodbath. Yeah, he doesn't have, they don't usually play land destruction on the board, and he doesn't have Curse of the Bloody Tomes. Like, the Curse of the Bloody Tome is the reason why I'm on 3 Pyroblasts on the board. Like, that card's super annoying against us, and I want ways to kill it. Yeah, this next round should be a slaughter, which should, if we win this next match, that'll put us to 4-1. I think I need to 6-2 to play the finals in 2 weeks. No, deck lists are public for this event. So this event, you can see here, this is a link. These are the decks that everyone is playing. How long till next round? Should be starting any minute. They said 8:50, and it is now 8:50 Eastern, so we should be going here momentarily. I'm gonna send a challenge now. We lost to, I think we're in the just starting out. Deck. We lost to Blue and Red Kiln Fiend. The Blue-Red Kiln Fiend deck. All right. All right, let's do it. Lost to die roll. This is a good die roll to lose. It's not terribly relevant. Hand's great. Has a Prophetic Prism. Can never mulligan. Has 2 Tron pieces. Opponent mulligan to 6. Keeps his hand. That's a pretty good draw. Again, opponent's deck is not terribly aggressive, so we want to prioritize killing and countering all of our opponent's threats, as opposed to interacting with any of their other spells. Yeah, I mean, Hex of the Wicked, if you're watching your sweet stream explaining how to play, they run into my first gauntlet. Awesome, Twinkle. It's good to see. I always love to see more people getting into it, so the game's a lot of fun. So Prophetic Prism's great. Map means we have Tron. Sounds wonderful. Alright, and again, I just want to prioritize killing all of my opponent's stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and play this. Play map, play Flame Slash, I think, here. Just like make sure we keep... Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and edict him here. Just like keep his stuff off the table. They do have some Kadaltha rebirth, so like making sure we kill an actual creature instead of like a token is good. So opponent's deck is basically like a value mid-range deck, but it's extremely light on threat. So we basically just get to run them out of sound. With the brand new sub 2. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying Hex. Thank you for that extra level support. We just got a sweet new cartoon emote, courtesy of the Tolarian Community College's buddy. So I think I'm just gonna Flame Slash this and then play Seagate Oracle. I should have sequenced this in the other order because like now he knows we had the Flame Slash, but the percentage points we're losing here are really pretty small. Yeah, we're just gonna take Muldrifter since we already have the other Tron piece in our hand. Hoogie, yep. I might actually evoke this Muldrifter so we can pulse it back. Yeah, I think that's actually gonna happen. I think we're going to evoke this so we can pulse it back. Yeah, we're not an all-in ramp deck. This is a control deck that happens to play Tron lands for value. I'm all about that value. So let's crack this. Find ourselves a power plant. Play that. So I can go evoke and then Pulse of Marasa this back. And I think we're actually just going to pass the turn here so we can hold Mana Leak up, and then we can Pulse at his end step. He doesn't give us something we need to Mana Leak. Prophetic Prism's fine again. Even if we could Mana Leak this, we wouldn't want to. We want to save our interaction for his actual threats. Yep, so again, countering threats is our #1 mission, so let's Mana Leak this. Then we can Pulse next turn. $9 a.m. here, fair. Yeah, I guess a lot of my content is during your like middle of the night, right? My normal daytime. I'm glad that people are able to enjoy the YouTube content though. I've had a lot of people comment that that's useful. I'm surprised more streamers don't post on YouTube, in all honesty. Like I've had the number of people I've had that commented that they get use out of that is phenomenal. It's more than I thought it was going to be, in all honesty. All right, well, I just drew another Muldrifter. Now I get to draw all these cards. I get to play this Urza's Mine and tap it and draw more cards. We're at 19. Opponent just can never win. I wasn't exaggerating. This matchup is like super lopsided. I think non-matching Tron lands should be illegal. I think that should not be legal for tournament play. Yeah, man. Bolt my Muldrifter, sure. Oh no! What am I ever going to do? My Muldrifter died. We can never win. Oh, the past Twitch streams. Okay. On my YouTube page, you can find them. They're easily like searchable and filterable. I label everything by format and what decks I'm playing in those formats. Yeah, man, you do you. You just keep drawing all your cards and playing your things that don't matter. Wow, he evoked that? Evoking that is super aggressive. Like, he needs all of his threats in this matchup. Maybe he just hasn't played it before. This deck that our opponent's playing is actually the reason why I started playing Tron, because I could just, like, never beat Tron while I was playing the deck our opponent's playing. Does he have counterspells in his main deck? I guess that's a good question. No, just actual 0 counterspells in the main deck. I need to start recording. Yeah. Yeah, basically, so it lets me the breakups that way when I switch games or when I switch formats or games in the middle of a stream. Oh no, he firebolted my guy. How can we win? How can we win? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, doesn't have counterspells in the side either? Ah, God. He just has no respect for... I guess like what he's done here is a reasonable solution and probably what I eventually would have come around to doing with the deck our opponent's playing. Like, if you can never beat Tron with your deck, why board cards to try and let you beat Tron? So I guess that's a fair assessment. I don't blame our opponent really for just giving the matchup up. It's pretty bad for him. I am fairly organized. It's my mildly OCD personality. Things are just easier when they're organized. I like things being organized for me even. So let's tap this and lightning bolt this. Get your only threat off the table. Play this prophetic prism. You know what's really gross? This one Urza's Mine casts counterspell with these two cards. It's so gross. Just gonna discard this compulsive research. Try and match up equal sign and sandwich. Yep. Which Kiki Core list did I play at Charlotte? I've got an article mostly done about the deck list that I played at Charlotte. I played the Jeskai Control Splashing Escape Shift deck that I played at the SCG Open in Indianapolis in Charlotte. I think that deck's really well positioned right now, and it feels uniquely powerful and has a lot of flexibility. So I like that deck a lot. I'll have an article up on MTG Card Market probably Friday about that deck. Alright, let's just prioritize killing him as quickly as possible so we don't risk running out of clock. I kill one of my guys. People like ask what the win conditions are in this deck. This is the win conditions in work right here. We're just gonna go ahead and just like beat him down with the motliest of crews, the old 1-3s and 2-2s, and yeah, man, you killed my Muldrifter. These 1-3s are coming for you. You're gonna get got. Bolt your dome. Pulse of Marasa. Oh God, this card's so good. This card's so good. Arc Lightning you, because I'm going to have to discard otherwise. When he goes to kill my Muldrifter next turn, I'm going to Echoing Truth it to my hand. Nah, you endgames. These 1-3s endgames plenty quickly. He's going to Flashback Firebolt on this. I'm going to Echoing Truth it. It's beautiful. Beautiful magic. Magic the way Richard Garfield intended it to be played. The old boomerang, my divination. Is it better just like Echoing Truth my Seagate Oracles? If I wasn't winning this game by so much, I'd Echoing Truth the Seagate Oracles, but that's going to be too much clicking. Please, yeah, I almost wanted to do that. But I feel like we should just continue attacking with these. We could also Echoing Truth the Prophetic Prisms for just like super... Look at that. We hit our capsize, ladies and germs. Boop, 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 boop. Capsize with buyback that one. Boop, 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 boop. Capsize with buyback that one. You haven't really played Magic until you've capsized every permanent your opponent has. That's how real men play Magic. Real men and real women. They capsize all their permanents. Never forget that fun is zero sum. So if your opponent is having none of the fun, you are then having all of the fun. It does feel real bad. You're not wrong. All right, so what are we doing here? He doesn't have any counter magic, right? Just like straight none. Oh, he's got Pyroblast on the board. Okay. He does have Pyroblast on the board. It's worth noting. And I guess he has Muldrifters. I don't even know if I want my Pyroblast and my Hydroblast. I don't even know. Like, in all honesty, we could probably just sideboard nothing and win the game. Maybe I'm just supposed to do that. Twin Bolt's not very good, I guess. It's probably fine, actually. He's got Kadaltha Rebirth. Watch out for Circle of Protection Red. Why do we care about that? We killed him with all of these. Circle of Protection Red only prevents damage that would be dealt to you. Yeah, it would deal damage to you. Circle of Protection doesn't do anything. I wouldn't hate a Pulse of Marasa. Like, Ulamog's Crusher is going to kill him, but, like, he's going to die either way, so we don't really need the crutch that is Ulamog's Crusher. Like, if we go to game 3 and we're short on time, we'll bring in Ulamog's Crusher, I guess. Okay, yep. Gotcha. You had me do a double take there. I wasn't sure. I'm going to cut a Mana Leak and bring in a Pulse of Marasa, just, like, super heavy sideboarding. Capsize Lock. This deck Capsize Locks. It's pretty good. Do I want these or these? This is like 1 mana counter target Muldrifter. I guess I don't hate one of those. 1 mana counter target Muldrifter is pretty good. Normally I'd bring all of these in because I'd expect... Oh, Gorilla Shaman kills his lands, right? That's funny. You're right, it does. Gorilla Shaman kills his lands. You just don't want Condescends. Just leave 1 Condescend in. Alright, that's fine. In all honesty, we'd probably just... Like, we could close our eyes and pick 60 cards at random, and as long as we have Tron pieces and lands in our deck, we'll probably be fine. Yeah, keep. Prophetic Prism, spells. Oh, I should have brought in the Ancient Grudge. The Ancient Grudge Stone Rains him. That would have been so good. We drew 3 of the same Tron piece. We're so unlucky. Oh, good. Things are starting to come up. Millhouse. Just doesn't even have a threat to play yet. It's pretty good for us. Are you just going to bounce? Just the old Firebolt me. We all know what this game's about. God, I'm good at Magic. I'm just such a skill-intensive game we play. Yep, bolted. Yep, Core Skyfisher, sure. Oh. That was wrong. So I want to just Flame Slash this so that way I can play the wall this turn. We could flood out and die, I suppose. There's a world where we flood out and die. Right? Look, Worth's been very kind to us today. I'm not going to lie. Worth's been very good to us. We just don't have any utility land, so I'm just going to get more towers. It's not like he has land destruction. So waiting on a Muldrifter here. Waiting on a Muldrifter, Compulsive Research. Again, we've got 2 removal spells, and his deck doesn't have a lot of threat, so we're basically just going to, like... We can dirtle. As long as we draw spells at some point. He likely has Pyroblast to fight our Muldrifters, but again, like if he's not clocking us, it doesn't matter what he's interacting with. Counterspell, that's a good one. It's a good one. We got 3 removal spells. We have flashback this edict off these double filters. Casting Muldrifter. Firebolt. Yep. Shock me. Just look at all these removal spells. We're just doing our best. God, we're ahead on clock, too. Find the capsize. Oh, baby. Oh, I love me a good capsize. What you got here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, you've successfully damaged us. Soap Rope and Chair. Yeah, Seagate Oracle. Hell yeah, Seagate Oracle. You draw me some cards. This is our clock. Got our clock here on the table. Ooh! Whew! Whew! Pulse Marasa. Don't even want the Fireball. Pulse Marasa gains this life. The Fireball would probably kill him quicker. Maybe I was supposed to take the Fireball there. We have 8. I'm going to counterspell this because it makes our Chainer's Edict bad. We might get Pyroblasted here, but we didn't, so you know. So we've got 3, 9, 15, 17, 18. I don't really care if you draw cards. Flame Slash the Wall. I think our removal is too good. I think our removal is too good to spend our removal on killing our guy and looping it. I think our removal is too good to be doing that. There's a Pyroblast. Sure. Wow, I can't believe. Yeah, I feel like he's not prioritizing the right things. But I could be wrong. Maybe he's played the matchup more than I have. But when I played that matchup, I felt like I wanted to prioritize. I felt like it was just always about making my threat stick, and he's fighting over my threats as opposed to trying to keep his own going. This deck needs a Ghostly Flicker. You don't need the Ghostly Flicker to win the game. It's like win more a lot of the time. And like Capsize and Echoing Truth are really similar. The matchups that Ghostly Flicker is helping you win are just like good matchups to start, basically. Is why there's no Ghostly Flicker. Yeah, man, you got a Rebirth. Yeah, Seagate Oracle. These cards just don't do anything anymore. Oh, no! Oh, no! My Pulse of Marasa and my Chainer's Edict. That's so rude. It's like turn 80. We both had 21 life. Turn 11 in actuality. Turn 11. You play until your opponent doesn't watch over. That's exactly correct. We're done whenever you want to be done, bud. This is game 2. We are up a game. Yeah, man, you do your thing. I got these Flame Slashes. Does my thing say Teachings? 4-color Tron Control. Yeah, my thing says Tron Control. He's done when we fight Cap. He could have Pyroblast. He has 3 Pyroblasts on his board, and he's only spent 1 of them, and he's through half his deck. So the Capsize we have to be a little bit careful with. I'm gonna want like Counterspell to back up the Capsize. And it's possible I should have brought in like Dispel to fight over his Pyroblast, or like Hydroblast to fight over his Pyroblast. And like now, like he spent all of this turn like setting up, and I'm just gonna go slash your Glint Hawk, and like. As goblins can't attack on the ground. We're going to hold 1 land in our hand in case we draw a Compulsive Research. This deck is very similar to the Teachings deck. In fact, there's variations of this deck that play Teachings. Okay, so there might have been merit to holding the Flame Slash to kill in case he had a Core Sky Fisher, because like this Muldrifter can trade with these, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. We're winning this race right now. If he plays another Fisher, that's unfortunate. Okay, we're no longer winning. So now we actually have to draw spells. I guess we could lose this if we keep flooding. Alright. Counterspell's good because it means if we draw Capsize, we can fight over it. We're on a 10-turn clock right now out of this Core Sky Fisher. And our opponent has a lot of lands too, but our opponent's also drawn a lot more cards than us. They're through 10 more cards in their deck than we are. Pulse of Marasa would not be a bad draw. You get to pulse back to Seagate Oracle. Echoing Truth. I'm going to attack with the Mull Drifter and then Echoing Truth it back to my hand and replay it. Opponent is F6. Good to know. Alright, there's the Capsize. So what are we doing here? I think I want to gas back up here on the Capsize before we start. All the gross things Tron gets to do. Take another tower here. Use this. Play Prophetic Prism. Alright. I think we're... Like, he has to draw, like, Pyroblast, like, this turn. Yeah, I definitely think Echoing Truth and the Mull Drifter is better than the Goblins. The Goblins are, like, irrelevant. He gets to Bajuka Bog us again here, which is not nothing. Oh, he bounced to Prism. Sure. Yeah, he needs to hit Pyroblast, like, ASAP. He's only got 2 left in his deck. Alright, so we've got 3, 9, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So this would be 4 Capsizes. Okay. Oh my god, he hit it? Seriously? That's so gross. Alright, well, we have a game again. I mean, I guess he was through over half of his deck. He's through 2/3 of his deck, and he saw 2/3 of his Pyroblasts. Like... Using another piece of action now, like that. Twin Bolt, Chainer's Edict. So I go boop, boop. Okay. Kill that. Make black mana. Cast Chainer's Edict, target you. We do still have pulses, that is correct. We're fine. We're fine. We're winning this game still. Like, the Mull Drifter was plenty enough to get us back in the game. Sure, details. Yeah, I missed 2 points of damage. You are correct. I don't think it's coming down to a race, but we'll see. Alright, that should hopefully lock it up. We've got him dead in 3. Alright, and the 2 points of damage that we missed coming back to bite us, he'd be dead next turn with this bolt if we hadn't missed that. I'm throwing a hissy fit. Sounds like a Magic player. Yeah, that's fine. Dead. Dead. Alright. I'm glad I didn't make an idiot of myself when I said that was a literal buy. It was, in fact, a literal buy. Yeah, exactly. He's like, that's not true. We're like a go over the top deck. Our opponent's deck is like a mid range value deck. It wasn't even that. You should read Ingram's tournament report if you haven't. I believe it's like metagamegurus.com, whatever their team page is. He barely tested for the event. He said, I think it was 2 matches on Magic Online, decided the deck was reasonable. And the deck is fine. Like, it's reasonable in the same way Jeskai Control has been reasonable in Modern for forever. It's an awesome tier 2 deck that can occasionally, top 8, top 16, or even win a Modern tournament. Nahiri doesn't fix any of the fundamental flaws Jeskai Control has in Modern. It just takes some of your matchups that are already good and makes them a little bit better. It's a reasonable card. The deck as a whole is reasonable, but it doesn't push the archetype ahead of where it's been for a long time. Ancestral Visions is often blue do nothing. YouTube comments are the worst. That's the worst part about uploading. The people that were saying it should have been banned were just like looking for clicks. That's what that's about. I mean, basically everyone writes for an MTG store. MTG Card Market, who I write for, is a store. Like, selling Magic cards is what helps you, is what helps pay the bills. That being said, I have turned down writing gigs in the past where, like, they asked me if I wanted to write And then they were like, well, these are the requirements. Like, you have to have this many deck lists per article, or you have to like push these cards. It's like, I don't want to do that. Like, I want to write about the Magic things that I find interesting to me, and I'm going to create my content without your extra marketing things. Like, if my content on itself isn't enough for you to pay for, like, let's just not worry about it, and I'll write for someone else. It's the plan going forward. We have 2 more matches of Pauper tonight. So we're currently 4-1 in this league altogether. There are 2 more people in my group that I have not played against. I don't remember which. There were 2 of them. I think one of them was Gathering Magic. I forget what it was. It's whatever one Evan Irwin is the content editor for right now. I don't really seek out. Like, I'm pretty happy. Like, Card Market's good people, and they pay me an okay amount, and I like supporting the smaller places, so I'm happy publishing my stuff on there, so I haven't really gone looking. Howdy, Swarming Dirt. So, it looks like there's 1 more match still going on. We gotta wait for the entire round to finish for the next match to come up, so thanks for hanging out, everyone. Someone said about turning off comments. Comments are useful for some people. You just have to police the idiots. This will be archived on YouTube like all of my streams. Actually, I almost have the black-white control from this afternoon done uploading. Now it's processing. What are the pitfalls of Jeskai Control? Jeskai Control suffers from 2 things in Modern. The first is that it suffers from the wrong half problem that the interactive mid-range decks in Modern often do. Sometimes you have a handful of counterspells and your opponent has a handful of 1-drop creatures like Goblin Guides and Curd Apes. And sometimes you have a handful of removal and your opponent is a spell-based combo deck like Ad Nauseam. And like, you just lose game 1 because the cards you kept in your opening hand that was reasonable against an unknown opponent didn't line up well against what your opponent is trying to do. We went 9-1 playing Black-White Control for the first time ever. It feels inherently powerful and It feels inherently powerful and consistent. Having 9 lands that do things is very powerful, just like the last time I played. What is the norm for MTG? The norm for MTG for the major content sites is that you get paid cash, and generally you get some kind of extra if you're taking credit instead of cash. Like, if you're getting, like, $50 for an article cash, you're getting, like, 60 or 70 in credit, something like that. How strong do you think Boggles is in Modern currently? I think Boggles is rarely bad in Modern. It's one of the many powerful linear decks. I haven't seen the Nahiri Jeskai deck for Standard. Excuse me. I think the Kiki Court is the best Nahiri shell in Modern currently, yes. I mean, I know some people that would take store credit. Like, if the store credit upsell is enough, like for instance, like when I've cashed classics in the past, you get store credit for those now instead of cash. Like, selling SCG store credit for like 90 cents on the dollar is not difficult. All right, who's our next round opponent? I am playing, this is round 6. I am playing against Ors, and what is Ors on? He's usually on something reasonable. Oh, God, this match should be good for us, too. He's on blue-black control. He's got counterspells. He's got excludes and soul manipulation. Ooh, soul manipulation is hot. He's got 4 Curse of the Bloody Tome. That is mildly terrifying. There are 4 Curse of the Bloody Tome in his sideboard. I mean, I think 2 Nahiris is the minimum in Kiki Cord. I think 4 plus Emrakul is ideal, but 2 is the minimum. What am I doing after this? We are playing this league out, and then I am taking off. I have a Hex article and a Magic article that are due in the morning, and I have only both of them half finished, so I'm going to be up late writing tonight. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow afternoon is going to be a Hex stream, I believe. Lantern Control is both difficult and generally boring to play for a lot of people. What's the schedule for tonight? We have 2 more matches of Pauper in the Card Order Network Pauper League, and then I am signing off. If you did not catch my stream this afternoon, we streamed Black, White, Control, and Standard for 5 hours just about, and actually it looks like it's done processing on YouTube now. I'm going to hit publish. If you guys are new to the stream and you haven't checked out my YouTube page, you can do that below. Basically, all of my past broadcasts get archived there, and they get broken up by deck and by format and by game. So if you only care about Hex, or you only care about Magic, or certain formats of Magic, or certain decks in certain formats of Magic, you can find all of that. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be playing Hex, Shoddy. Or I think we're going to play... I'm actually not sure what I'm going to play. I might play more Elves. I've been really liking the Elf deck in Hex. Actually the Elf deck that I plan to stream with tomorrow is very, very good. Let me get you a link to that. Standard Hex meta. The Elf deck I've been playing is like 14-4 with it across a bunch of gauntlets. Okay, opponent's on blue-black control. This hand's not great, but it's a keep. I don't think we need to be doing anything particularly fast in this matchup. Evoke Muldrifter here would be... Oh, that's actually kind of bad for us. Maybe. I might just Chainer's Edict this. Yeah, I'm just going to Chainer's Edict him. Just like keep our life total high. Again, I feel like our opponent has a lot of cards that we really just don't care about. We want to prioritize keeping their pressure off the table. They have some counterspells that interact on the stack, so our sequencing is going to be a little bit more important in this matchup than the last one, but in general, I think we're a pretty strong favorite. Tron is online. I'm going to try and stick Muldrifter here. Get Mana Leak to fight over it. Main counter and exclude if he has counterspell. Ooh, that's pretty good. Alright, needs counterspell here. That's fine. So, not in a great spot right now. He's up a lot of cards. We spent a Chain Edict to kill his card that cantripped, and then he countered our card and got his cantrip back. I actually haven't played this matchup before. I just assumed it would be good for us looking at it based on the other decks that I play, but maybe this is going to be harder than I thought. I guess he only has 4. All of his counter spells only interact with our creatures except for his 4, and like he had to have one of his 4 counter spells there. So we can have another land here. Yeah, I think we just edict this. To keep his threats off the table. Again, like he's up cards, but like ultimately the only thing we care about is not dying to his guys, and he doesn't have a lot of guys to make us die to. I guess he has 4 Gurmag Anglers. That's the big one we want to keep off. Get to 1-for-1 this, basically. Hex has both aspects. It has a free-to-play PvE client, but you can also just choose to buy into it. So you can grind the in-game currency similar to how Hearthstone works, but you can also just choose to buy in for cards if you don't want to take the time to grind a bunch of in-game currency. I played the free-to-play aspect for a couple of hours, and I enjoyed it. I wanted to get into the constructed, so I just opened up my checkbook, and like, I think the control deck I bought was like $70. Yeah. Magic the way Garfield intended it to be played. I'm going to hold this until we have another land in our hand, because I want to guaranteed discard a land to this, I think. Land, discard this one. Play this one. I really don't want to run the wall out. He has a lot of cards that counter creatures. Checkbook. It's the old man thing. Yep. Yeah, it's a reference. I used PayPal. Okay, I understand. I understand what decade it is. I used PayPal. This matchup's definitely. I don't know. The post-board games are going to be really interesting. I'm honestly just not sure. I think the most important thing we can do in this matchup is stay ahead on clock. Like, both of our decks are fairly grindy, so, like, being ahead on clock is going to be a big deal. Yeah, man, you got Muldrifters. Trust me when I say I am far, far younger when my hairline makes me appear to be. Got a big fish coming? Big fish. That was a good draw. Let's just do this. Arc Lightning, 2-1, and then Flame Slash this to finish it off. Do you think I should try and mill my opponent out? Maybe. Just a no button. Oh no. So I have how much mana this is? 8, 6, 7, 8. I need 9 to kill both of these. So 1, 8, 9. Filter to red. Filter to red. Rolling Thunder, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he could have another counterspell here, and that's fine. He's already used 2 counterspells, though. Like, he's only through 25 cards, yeah, so that's pretty likely to resolve there. Got another big fish here. Oh, Dino, the lives we lead. The lives we lead. I'd use the term grown man loosely in that particular situation. Oh no, wait, I was wrong. So I want to twin bolt this for 2. Yeah. Red. Flame slash it. I'm not playing my creatures out because he has Exclude Soul in his deck. Until I have like a counterspell to fight over at least 1 Exclude Soul, we're just not playing it. Got another fish? Ugh. Need to hit some action here. Well, I guess I have 2 walls now. Oh, I could just flashback Chainer's Edict, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot we had some in the bank here. Edict to you. Tap 1 too many mana. Whoops. Yeah, I forgot about the edicts. I forgot we had 2 in the bin. So I prefer to use these. Wait to cash these in until we have at least 1 counterspell to fight over them. And we are currently almost 3 minutes ahead on clock, which is one of the more important things we want to keep track of in this matchup. Like I said, the clock is definitely a real part of the game. Compulsive Research, the reason I held this land last turn. And discard that. Play Urza's Tower. Probably pass the turn. I think I want a couple of ways to fight over these things. He's got like a bunch of cards in his hand. This isn't any sort of real clock. And I really don't want him to like resolve and exclude and like get a Gurmag Angler back. That would be bad for us. We're not really flooded. We're just like we're over half the cards into our deck, so like we're gonna see a lot of lands in half of our deck. Probably going to let this Seagate Oracle get me down to like 12 or so before I do anything about it if we keep just bricking here. Pulse of Marasa, that's a real card. Sweet. Probably going to get to like 7 cards in hand before we do anything. Yeah, he's fine. Opponent's discarding, so getting virtual card advantage that way. Opponent does have a lot of removal spells in their deck that they can bin, but we are gaining virtual advantage by letting him move to hand size. Yeah, you discard. Look at that. All right. So when we get to 7 cards in our hand, we're gonna bolt this Seagate Oracle. Like with the first time we miss a land drop here, we'll kill the Oracle. All right, that's a good draw too. So we'll take a hit on his turn and then bolt this at end step. And then once we get to 7 cards again, then we'll probably pick a fight. So he's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18 lands right now. Some Muldrifter. Gurmag Angler, sure. So good timing. We get to kill this and then Flashback Edict on him. He might fight over this because then like the Edict comes back and kills his guy. Okay, so I want to go boop, boop, boop. Black. Black. Chainer's Edict you. We're up 3.5 minutes on the clock now. We're going to spend time playing other things. In fact, I think we're done with Black-White for the week. We'll probably play something different on Friday. We're going to play Hex tomorrow, and then we'll play a different standard deck on Friday. If he fights over this, I'm going to fight back. We've got 2 pieces of counter magic here. And he has at most 2 counter spells in his deck. All of his counter magic is like excludes and stuff. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn here. Another counter spell. Alright, we're going to try Muldrifter. The poop could hit the fan here. This could be bad for us. Exclude. Yeah, I'm fine with him drawing a card. I'm not going to fight over any of the ones that involve him just drawing a card. I only want to fight over the ones that return his Gurmag Anglers from his graveyard to play. Patience is a virtue in these controllers, and we're almost up 4 minutes on the clock, and this is only game 1. Do we care about this? We actually just don't care about that, right? Yeah, I don't care about that. He might want to fight over this just because he has to discard otherwise. He is down to 17 cards in his deck as well, so. Thanks, Twinklover. Again, only fighting over his ones that return his troops from his graveyard to his hand. Wow, he's burning a counterspell on that? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, now this is our last Pulse of Miraza, so we need to fight over this one if he fights over it. Bolt's pretty good. Kill his Mole Drifter. Just make sure he can't kill us. And again, staying ahead on clock. He's catching back up a little bit. We're almost got a 4-minute gap here. Play wall, wall back, pulse, pulse back, wall.
What are you crying about? Did you close the door? Well, why did you close the door? How you doing, honey?
Good.
You winning?
We are.
How many matches did you win?
We are 2-0 on the night.
Cool. How many games are you up in the third match?
This is game 1. We're looking like we're going to win this game, though. And we're ahead on clock, too, so which is good.
How many viewers you got hanging out?
Like 200? Sorry if I'm not looking at the chat quite as much as I usually do, folks. This game is definitely coming down to... It's definitely going to come down to the clock. So... Or this match is going to come down to the clock, I should say. Alright, so the game plan for winning this is we're going to Echoing Truth our walls back to our hand, and then our walls are going to return Rolling Thunder. We're going to Rolling Thunder our opponent out of the game. Alright, so we go boop boop, play this. Alright, we'll play this. So X is going to be 19 here, 18. Christy!
I hear him. Calm down. Let's go upstairs now. Jacob.
Yeah, but Rolling Thunder, that's what I meant, the X spell. Now we're going to do it again next turn, and he's dead. Alright, so Ulamog's Crusher. Ulamog's Crusher's for matchups is like this. Pulse is good. Negate and Dispel are great. Pyroblast is great. My wife is taking my oldest upstairs. He's having a little bit of a fit. During the day, I multitask, but I can't multitask while I play this deck. This is actually one of the reasons why I don't stream with this deck during the day, because multitasking while you play this deck is just impossible. Thoughts and rumors of a new competitive format? Probably not real. Most likely not real. Mana Leaks Medium. It draws dead pretty quickly in this matchup. I almost wonder if I want to cut the Seagate Oracles. Maybe I don't want Crusher and I just want to like Rolling Thunder him out. We want the Edict. Oh yeah, I guess he's got the Big Fish. We want to just not die to the Big Fish. I could see trimming these. I don't hate trimming Flame Slashes. Maybe leave a Seagate Oracle in. Capsize is a little iffy. I guess it's good at bouncing our own thing. I guess we could get Fight to a point where this can lock him out. I guess Mana Leak's good because it can fight. It's good at fighting in Counter Wars. Maybe I don't want the extra Pulse of Marasa. Just like max counter spells. Yeah, let's try this. Now, actually, I probably want the Crusher. We'll see. We'll see how much removal. Yeah, feel free to post a link. No reserve list legacy. Yeah, exactly. People think that Eternal Masters represents a new format, but it doesn't. This is just WotC milking their money machine, which they're allowed to do. They're allowed to milk the money machine. Sounds very good. Curse of the Bloody Tome is our opponent's kind of cheese card in this matchup, how they can steal games against us, and this card kills that. Probably takes the Pyroblast. That was a good draw. Opponent missed his land drop. Yeah, opponent missed his land drop. There are links to the deck list below the stream. Come on, tap out for curse. Tap out for curse. Tap out for curse. It's your best chance to resolve it, right? Scry 2. Bottom this. Yeah, I'm just going to bottom that. We want lands. Huh. I don't have a lot going on. Yeah, I'm just going to capsize his land. It's like tempo play, basically. Ding. Skill game. And remember, we don't have to win this game, folks. We just have to not lose it. We are up a game, and we are ahead on clock. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, wall for Candace in there, or wall for the... Wall for the capsize probably isn't the worst line. Although I guess my opponent's having to discard here. Yeah, I probably just don't want to do anything as long as my opponent's discarding. Yeah. As long as he's discarding, I'm just not going to do anything. Maybe he's going to, like, edict my wall here or something. Oh, he's got a big fish. Sure. That's, cute, I guess. Alright, so we go boop, boop, cast this, return capsize to my hand, oh yeah. And then we play this, and we go boop, 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 capsize with buyback your aqueducts. God, magic is fun! 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 Pew pew! Pew pew pew! Gosh, magic is fun. Are we having fun yet, kids? I'm having fun. Bet my opponent is too. We've got two pieces of counter magic to back this capsize up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Duress. That's so rude. Cast with buyback. Target that one. Which spell? Dispel right here. Dispel right here. Alright, now he's going to take our capsize out of our hand. I guess this is the right line for sure. Yeah, maybe I should have just done this in the first place. You could have another piece of counter magic here. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Is UB teachings playable? Yeah, I have some videos recorded with that. Dispel targeting. That spell right over there. You can get with this, then you can get with that. And you can get with this, and you can get with that. And you can get with this. And actually, what we probably should have done there is we probably should have capsized with buyback one wall and then capsized the other wall. That's probably what we should have done. I had to get rid of the clock emote to fit in the cartoon emote, Ari. It was the one that got used the least. Opponent has to discard again. Yeah, I really wanted the cartoon emote, and we're like 90 new subs away from... We're a long ways off from getting more, to say the least. And I'm going to just capsize with buyback this right now, so my wall is back in my hand. Read your dispel last turn like a professional. Hey, love the stream. What happened with Chris Anderson? I just read about it today, so excuse me if I'm behind stuff. He was not happy that I rolled over him playing mono red sneak attack. Just basically that's what mono red sneak attack does. It rolls over people. There's not really much outplaying to be had or done. You roll over your opponent or they roll over you, and that's, you know, that's how magic is sometimes. Exclude, yep. I'm going to rebuy this capsize, yep. I'm going to go ahead and play this Mole Drifter. Thanks, Video Game Watcher. The kids are quite cute. This is Pauper that we are playing. You know I have a Chainer's Edict. Do you think you can win this fight? God, that was a good draw. God, that was a good draw. I'm not going to pick this fight now. Let's try and get some more lands and some more counterspells. We've got a lot of counterspells in our deck post board here, so, and a lot of counterspells, so I think this is fine. We've got a clock. Big Bradley Young, or Bradley Young 925 with the resub. Thank you for the continued support, mate. I appreciate it. I'm not keeping up with chat quite as well as I usually do because we are kind of worried about clock in this matchup. So at the end of the match, for sure, I'll be catching up on all the message. Perlarda, sub hype, resub hype. God bless y'all. I'm making land drops here. So how much mana do I have? 7, 8, 9, 10. So like if he taps out to do anything, we're probably capsizing his Dimir Aqueducts, just like putting him behind. Seagate Oracle. So let's go boop 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 boop. Capsize with buyback. This one before you get to look at cards. I don't think he can beat all three of these. Which spell? Dispel. Counter target spell if it's blue. Counter that one. Ah, the stack. Someone should take a screenshot of this. Ah, the stack. We're capsizing him, and we have our win condition out? God. Why not Condescend to Seagate Oracle? He had 2 mana up. Condescend, we only had 2 mana total. I don't really care about the Seagate Oracle either, is the other thing. It's like, really doesn't matter. It's like, our walls keep it in check. Like, the best thing it's doing is, like, sleight of handing for him. If he tries to counter this, I'm going to fight over it with the Condescend. Counter unless you pay 3. I actually take both of those, right? Yeah, we'll compulsive research next turn. Or no, we can compulsive research this turn, but we draw off of these. Yeah. That's great. Just don't really care about those. Oh, jeez, I get to do this again. And discard that one. Now, I think we're actually going to win this all natural. If this went to a 3rd game, it would go to the clock, I think, but we can capsize our own Mulcher. I think I'd rather keep him off of mana, though. Like, keeping him off of mana to work with is just, like, going to be much better than us having more cards. Like, our hand's already pretty good. I think if we win this, we should be a lock for top 2. Or we might be in the draw for top 2 or something. We'll see. If we win this one and the next one, we'll definitely get to play in 2 weeks. Curse of the Bloody Tome. Sure. This actually doesn't matter, right? We just get to capsize it. But we just get to destroy this, right? So we mill 2. So we capsize the wall. The wall recasts and gets back Pyroblast. And then Pyroblast destroys the curse. Gosh, that's beautiful. Curse was definitely his way to steal this game. Yep, don't care about that. Capsizes Aqueducts for the 100th time. It's like an expensive broken Snapcaster, right? Right, it's so good. Oh, we do have Rolling Thunder in the deck still. played my land already. I just pass the turn. I guess I should have attacked there, whatever. Hey, cruising. I took a break in the middle. I knew I had to stream this tonight, so I took a break in the middle. He's only won the counter wars that we've let him win. You think of Pauper Affinity? I don't really have an informed opinion on Pauper Affinity. I'm not really familiar with how it works exactly. Rebuy your Gurmag Angler. That's fine. We go blue. We go blue. Capsize with buyback this wall. We go boop boop. We make blue. We play this wall out. Mana leak your thing. It could have gone poorly for us, but it didn't. God bless. I'm going to remove Soulless Gurmag Angler because we'd have to edict through too many things. We're still a solid 4 minutes up on clock here, so we're winning. We're winning in both ways that matter. Alright, we're going to set ourselves up here with infinite counterspells, and then we are going to beat through all of his lands. I think 2 Pyroblasts is probably enough to start capsizing all of his lands. Yeah, I don't care about that at all. Maybe he's going to try and time me out while I capsize him out. I guess that's real. God, Magic's fun. Are we having fun yet, team? Are we having fun yet, team? I'm having fun. This is like Magic in its purest form right here. Magic the way Richard Garfield intended it to be played. Look at all those aqueducts. Yeah, you discard. Alright, there's our Pulse of Marasa. Get our clock going here. God, this would be so much easier in paper. This just like really highlights how inefficient the Moto interface is at so many things compared to just playing Paper Magic. Back Pulse of Marasa. Pulse back Mall Drifter. Boop, boop, boop. Play Mall Drifter. He said GG's. Yep. We're not gonna time out. And we'll hit our fireball before we time out. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Got him. Got him. I'm a master at filtering mana. Yep. Whew. This is what we came here for. These are the games. These are the games, ladies and germs. That's what you call total victory. Yep, I should have capsized this last one just to prove a point. This is Sparta! Take no quarter! Alright, now a quick word from our sponsors. Thanks for hanging out here tonight, everyone. We got one more match of Pauper, and then we're going to close out the evening.
Oh, hi there, folks. It's Television's Ruben Bressler here from Tales of Adventure to talk about Eternal Extravaganza, which is one of the highlights of the Magic calendar in 2016. This fourth installment of EE will be taking place June 18th and 19th at the Merchant Square Mall in historic Allentown, Pennsylvania. There's a 15K Legacy main event on Saturday, and both Modern and Vintage 10Ks on Sunday. Every player that registers for any of the three main events will receive an awesome exclusive EE4 playmat. Prizes will be paid down all the way to X and 3 in Legacy and X and 2 in both Vintage and Modern, and all three event champions will receive not only top prizes, but also some really sweet looking trophies. For those that can't make it, I'm sorry, but we will be broadcasting EE4 live on twitch.tv/Tales of Adventure throughout the weekend. So visit eemagic.com or check out the hashtag EE4MTG to learn how you can become an Eternal Master this June 18th and 19th at Eternal Extravaganza.
Alright, we're back. Our last match of the league is actually going to be against the same deck we played against the first. We started this league off with a loss. Hopefully we don't end it on a loss. We're playing against Delver, Kiln Fiend, Nivix, Cyclops for this last one here. This is what we were playing against. I am done playing for the night after this match. I have basically an entire article. I have half a Magic article I have to write, and I have half a Hex article I have to write. The only cards I own on Magic Online and paper actually is Kiki Cord. Everything else I borrow. So Card Hoarder, part of the Card Hoarder network you see here. It's part of this challenge. It's through. They are wonderful and they sponsor the stream. So if you are gonna pick up some Magic Online cards, you should check out Card Hoarder. It's a good way to support the stream. Hex is good. Hex is wonderful. I really like the game a lot. You can check my archives. My YouTube link is linked below the stream. You can check out a whole bunch of different Hex content on there, in addition to a whole bunch of Magic and Magic Online content. And if you want to catch it live, or you can ask questions while we're playing, you can tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be streaming some Hex constructed with a elf aggro deck. I would really like to know who thought it was a good idea to name YouTube's premium service YouTube Red. Like, sorry, I just saw a random email sitting in my box about YouTube Red, and I was just like, this is such a poorly named premium service. Like, were the people who named this aware that things with that very close to that name are for very not family-friendly related things? Let's put it that way. I remember back in the day, like, RedTube's been around for forever, and for those that are not aware, it was a very not safe for work website. You shouldn't go there. We used to, back in high school, we'd give people the link to that and tell them that it was premium YouTube without ads, just as, like, basically like the obnoxious version of rickrolling people. Like, we were turds, but like then now it's like actually premium YouTube without ads. It's funny. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, let me find out where this last match is. What are we waiting on? Yeah, White Black Control. We went 9-1 with it this afternoon. It was a good time. Don't Google anything. Yep. Please use your safe search, kids. That's what it's there for. Oh, my magic article's almost done. Man, I did more work than I thought on this. Look at that. It's already 1,500 words. It's like Christmas. Waking up and my article's mostly written. Gotta write like 2 more matchup sections for the primer. Alright, well, while we're sitting here waiting on this, I'm going to get my... Got some video editing I have to do on one of my things. How much are you liking this Tron list? Changes you would make to a heavy Tron, so it's mono black field. I think I want one more filter in here somewhere. I think there's another 2-mana artifact filter. I think I want one of those, maybe over this map. But in general, the deck's super well balanced. One of these Thornwood Falls might be better as Dismal Backwaters, just like split it 1-1. This Naya deck was so bad. It's a good thing the black-white deck's good. It basically made up for all the money the Naya deck lost me. Earth Rift. Yeah, the black-white deck was really good. The Naya deck we went 1-6 with. I hate when people have different... No, wait. Looking Glass Elf. Give some ground in this meta? I have no idea. The Bank Company deck's not really something I enjoy playing. Yeah, the archives we played 2 different configurations and just got slaughtered with both of them. Which Jeskai deck? The The next match is going to be starting right now. They're all queued up and ready to go. Should be getting a challenge here any second from Looking Glass Elf. This is again a matchup where we're going to want our removal. The one from this past weekend. Yeah, we're gonna have a match here, and that deck is actually, I'm writing a brief primer about that deck, why I like it and why I think it's well positioned for MTG card market this week. So it'll go up by Friday, I believe. I'll submit it tonight. Come on, dude, what are you doing? I hate these. There's these people that stream and their MTGO names are different than their stream names. It's such a pain. Like, I have no idea who Looking Glass is. I don't see him on here. Oh, I hate working with people who are slow. Everyone that we've been playing in this event is a streamer, Dino Ari. Prismatic lens. Yeah, that sounds like the one. I just want one more thing that filters. Yeah, this whole event is all streamer challenge basically. What did you play in Standard if you went to SCG? Probably the black-white deck. It's the only deck I've won matches with. I haven't played enough games with enough different things so far to have really an informed opinion on Standard in general and different decks. Hey, Tom. Good evening. Where is my opponent? There we go. Thank God. Only took 20 minutes. I would like to play first. It's a good match between the die roll in. Sends a little soft to Delver if we don't draw a red source, but it's good against Kiln Fiend and his other one. Lead on a Tron piece. If he has Delver, we're going to need to hit one of our filters or a red source ASAP to Flame Slash it, but if he's on one of his more expensive threats, Mana Leak will be fine. I mean, the one map can technically be a filter, like you can find Shimmering Grotto with it, is the idea. I'm convinced that that's what it is. How bad would Jeskai Shift be without Colonnades? It's worse. I don't know. You want some kind of creature lands. I actually wanted to test Lumbering Falls in that slot, but you have to push around some of the other mana a little bit. You can definitely get away without the Scalding Tarn and the Arid Mace, so you could play a Delta and a Windswept Teeth with minimal disruption. He's not killing us on 3 with Mana Leak and no Delver on 1. Chose to shuffle. That's good for us. They're different decks, Bright Bill. This is a control deck that just happens to have Tron lands in it. Those other decks are like the green-red Tron deck in Modern. They're ramp decks. Thank you.
Thank you.
You missed us. We just perfected our blue-black control opponent out of the game. We just capsized.
That means perfected.
We capsize locked him.
Yeah, yes,
He's
perfect.
Didn't have any permanents left. Alrighty, well that's the last Tron piece, so I guess we'll take that as opposed to another island. Although we do need another island for capsize. Prophetic Prism, it would be an ideal draw at this point, so we can like start doing all this stuff. Really want Prophetic Prism or filter. Thornwood Falls, not ideal. I guess it's no, that was a mistake. That was the wrong land to play. I should have played this tap so I could play this next turn and then have capsize up. We could die this turn. How'd you do?
Abysmal.
Scrub-a-dub-dub.
Well, so first match I played against Blood Moon.
Yeah, that's unwinnable.
Yeah, it was the Blue Moon deck. Like literally, I don't think I can win a game against that deck. And
Alrighty, so we're dead. Good games, opponent.
Just game 3.
This is game 1.
Oh, you said good games. Yeah, round 2 I played against.
Oh, jeez, we didn't die. We just got to block. God bless you.
Do you know what the cons block enchantment that gets the lore counters and gets bigger and you turn it into a creature?
Mythrealized?
Yes.
Okay.
So he turn 1 Mythrealized me, the other player. Both games turn 1. And then he also has main deck Meddling Mages and Surgical Extraction.
That's funny. Welcome to local magic.
Welcome to local magic.
There's Anticipates instead of Worldly Councils in the blue-white-red Scapeshift deck because your mana base consists of things such as Celestial Colonnade, Glacial Fortress, Valakut, and now we're dead. Super dead. Valakut and what's the other card that we play? Desolate Lighthouse. You just have like a bunch of things that are just like non-basic lands, non-lands that don't have types. You often have like Worldly Councils. Oh God, we just took 4. That's so good for us. Journey Guy 2 with the resub. Thank you for that. I appreciate the support.
I can see situations where you're only gonna be able to Worldly for 2, but I don't know. I never had one come up in the 6 games I played tonight. Yeah, large sample size.
Yeah.
Worldly would have been... Worldly's still an instant, right?
Yeah. The problem is like the amount of times it's worse exist and the number of times it's better aren't a ton. Like, because you have to,
like it was.
you have to
been a lot better in a lot of situations.
you have to have 4 basic types for it to be better.
Mm-hmm.
This is fine. So this gets one of the spells out of his hand.
I guess since you're like usually using it early just to grab your land drops early.
Correct.
That's where you like need it to be 3.
Yeah, like when you're in the late game and you like want it to peel something for you, it's Worldly's better, but
Right. That's it.
so it's definitely possible I could have waited on the capsize till I had Mana Leak mana up, but like getting a spell out of his hand like this could be the difference between us living and dying. What's the average damage Scapeshift does if you want to combo people out? Scapeshift does 18 damage on 7 lands and does 36 damage on 8 lands. So with 8 lands, you can usually just kill most people dead.
But if you're running Jeff's Jeskai list, that assumes you haven't drawn more than
That's
3 mountains.
Correct, yeah.
Which is actually really hard.
Correct. Yeah, a lot of the times you do like 30 on 8 lands.
Right.
Yeah, my Jeskai list is greedy and plays only
9.
9 mountains. All right, well, better late than never, I suppose, Swiftwater Cliffs.
18 plus a message if you run a Russian foil stomping ground.
You're right.
Yes, sir.
All right, yes, Ponder.
Oh, good. You turned that into an emote. I like that.
Yeah, it's great. I'm not sure what Jester's Cap does offhand.
So Jeff, if I sub you, can we just detract that for what I owe you on rent?
No, not at all. That's not how that works.
Because I want those.
I want those.
I want those.
All right, so we're taking 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm shooting down the Delver next turn.
Right, because
Oh.
if he's got combo, he's got combo.
Hopefully he plays another Delver. That would be sweet. Again, these are all sorcery speed. Although I guess, all right, well, let's start on that now that we have it. See what goodies we find.
Go basic mountain.
Bolt's pretty good. Condescend's also pretty good, though. I think I want Condescend. I think Flame Slash is probably more important to resolve here, actually.
I think you especially want Condescend since you've already got 3 red cards and 1 red mana.
Yeah. We'll crush your tiger leg puppy.
Wait, Korean foil. Okay, whoever said Korean foil, you don't understand how foils work. Russian foil is way more expensive.
Correct, yep. Oh, jeez, his hand must be like just a giant bag of poop soup. Just like helpings and helpings of poop soup. Next turn, we get to Arc Lightning down list Insectile Aberration. We have a Flame Slash left over for another Nivik Cyclops. Alright, we might stabilize this game.
I think by might. I think you mean you will.
Likely, yeah. I guess there's a
'Cause
world.
You've got plenty of mana to condescend anything he casts.
Yeah,
That-
we
that's
can
relevant.
even like mana leak any non-Nivik Cyclops threat, or any non. I guess any exactly Nivik Cyclops that can mana leak too. Really looking for a Mole Drifter or a Pulsive Marasa to close this game out. Compulsive Research would also be good because it would likely draw us to more action. Prismatic. Kiln Fiends. Yep, so we're going to counter this unless he pays 4.
Yeah, I just don't understand what his hand's filled with if he didn't combo kill you already and he has no threat.
He has to have lands, right?
Right?
He's
Like,
just,
it's like lands and bolts?
being dispelled here. It's unfortunate. I really wanted that scry.
Clearly, you should have paid more mana for the Condescend. Right? That's how that works.
Or had one more blue. Oh, that's
I mean, you're making sense. I was just trying to be funny.
that's a good draw.
Was this part of your tournament?
Yep. And we are 3-0 on the night. Actually, we're 6-0 in games tonight. We
What's that put you on the tournament?
we beat Mono Green Stompy in 2. This is normally a hard
I
matchup
was
for
going
this
to say,
deck.
that should be an abysmal matchup. They're resilient and have, like, a good clock, and...
Yeah.
Don't care what
We're
you do.
5-1 in the tournament right now. I think even if we lose this, we might be in contention for top 2.
Top.
We have to be top.
Is there not a...
We have to be top 2 out of my pot of 8.
Oh, okay. There we go. I didn't
And then
understand this is a pod.
the top 2 from this pod play the top 2 from the other pod.
Is
and
this a round robin pod? Is that how this works?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Which I'm actually what? Alright, so he's got 2 islands and his 6 cards because he brought them back with Gush that I mana
no.
leaked.
Apparently somebody did some research and were wrong. Jetfoil 70 euros, Russians 130, and Koreans 160.
Wow.
That's okay. Well, that's unusual because normally Korean is more normally Russian is more expensive than Korean.
There's random older sets like that are like.
Yeah, but this is Stomping Grounds we're talking about.
Okay, that's true. French foil. That's
Yeah,
just that
French foil,
French
you couldn't pay me to run.
French foil. That's to send the message you just don't care about Magic, right?
That's
He had an all French foil twin deck at one point. So we're gonna hold this land in our hand in the event we draw a compulsive research. I did not brew this deck. This is a deck that's existed in Pauper for a little while. It's very powerful and it's very good. He just keeps bricking on. He chose not to shuffle. My opponent is currently 3-3. Now that probably locks up the game.
He could just cast 4 lightning bolts. There's nothing you can do.
That's not true.
Oh, you have Thorn Falls. Oh no!
Maybe I should play this.
You should play that.
Yeah, I should probably play.
Relatively quickly.
Yeah, watch us get quad bolted this turn. Pew 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 pew.
Well, he just played a island for the turn. So you
Oh,
can
good,
quad
good.
bolt.
Can't get quad bolted. Yeah,
Can't get quad
that's actually a really well. There's got to be bolts in this deck, right?
Oh my god. Yes, that deck runs 4 bolts.
Yeah,
right?
4 bolts. All right, the good call.
The old 1 mana lava axe.
I guess if he draws running threats and we brick on a second black source, we could lose this game. Like we got a lot of good draws at this point.
Oh my god, prophetic would be so good. Ugh. Give us our black source and another card. Ugh.
Don't play 2 threats. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm so insulted.
Oh,
Jeff. You played
no.
Pauper and they didn't even invite me.
Look, man, you said you were going to play modern.
It was such a waste of time. Those were literally the only 2 decks I played against. We were 3 people that showed up.
That's so sad.
It was pathetic.
That's so sad.
Got 3-0'd by Blue Moon, and still definitely lost what would have been a match against that horrible blue-white nothing deck.
Well, we'll take Rolling Thunder.
He ruined Halo'd me out of the board.
He ruined Halo'd me out of the board.
He cast 3 in 1 game.
I had a Hateburs player ruined Halo on Valakut me, and then I killed him with Celestial Colonnade. It was great.
Well, I couldn't get Colonnade on mine. I was definitely just busy dying.
So he's dead next turn, right? He doesn't have a way to counter this in his main deck, I don't think. He's got 2 Dispels.
He's already cast 1 Dispel at least.
Yeah, and so this is a sorcery, so he can't interact with us. So he's just dead to Fireball.
Oh, I didn't realize that guy's just... Oh my god. Yep. Get him. Just literally tap on him. Just go. Hadouken!
Jidges, 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 jidges. Alright, what do you got on your board? 2 Stormbound guys, Smash, Pyroblast, Flare in Pain, Flame Slash, Electrickery, Dispel. Alright, so we want Pyroblast and Hydroblast in this matchup, I think.
Yeah.
We definitely want Crusher. We want this. We want this. Just like these. We want these. We want Dispels. I don't think I want Mana Leak and Counterspell. Seem a little bit expensive. I might want
Is Echoing Truth good enough just to disrupt the combo?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's what I thought too. I just wanted to see. What is... I mean, you still have 5 more to go out, so Negate's probably not making the cut.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think I cut Seagate Oracle. He's kind of slow, and we could like tap out for him and die.
I mean, like, is it Seagate or Compulsive?
So, Compulsive helps you not flood out, which I think is relevant. Like, I boarded these out last time. Like, we won game 1 last time, and then I boarded these out. This is my 1 loss as this deck. And we boarded these out, and I feel like I'm just never supposed to board these out. The more I play, the more I feel like that. Maybe just cut, like, Expedition Map. Just feel like more interactive. Take out Twin Bolt. Now, I think we just want, like, removal to the max.
Yeah, Twin Bolt kills a Delver. Kills a Kiln Fiend.
Kills Delver, kills Kiln Fiend. Yeah, I just think I just want all the removal. Maybe we don't want Rolling Thunder because it's expensive, and, like, I'm bringing in Crusher as my
Kills
finisher.
critters.
It does kill critters. I guess we just want mono removal, just like all of it. I think we just want all of it.
Right? Like, what would you put in instead of it?
Yeah, I think I just want all of it. Like, maybe a Counterspell or a Negate, but I think I just want all of it.
You went so deep on, like, 1 mana counter spells, I don't think you need the other counter spells.
This looks great. Turn 2 Flame Slash, turn 3 Flame
I
Slash.
was gonna say you're gonna be really color intensive, but you got the Shimmering Grotto at least, so.
Yep. Opponent mulligan to 5.
Oh!
6 and 1, I can taste it.
Hashtag skill game.
Watch us just get, like, combo down 3. Oh, God.
Oh no, that's a Delver.
Another Flame Slash. It's good for us.
Is there any version of Sowing Salt in Pauper?
No, they play, you know what Earth Rift does?
I mean, it kills a land, obviously.
But it flashes back for 7. It's 4 mana Stone Rain, flashes back for 7.
That's so good. That's so bueno.
I treat. He tapped out, so that means this Flame Flash is going to kill this unless he has both of his mutagenic growths.
At which point, whatever, at least he's not doming you for...
He has a
4 to-
bolt in his hand.
4 to 5 for
I'm going to
each.
leave this up so I don't forget that this 3 damage exists, because I feel like I'm going to forget this 3 damage exists if I don't leave this up. Shuffle. He chose not to shuffle. All right.
Uh-oh.
What a tease. Oh, I guess that let him take
Yeah,
one of the
lets him
cards.
snipe the 1 card he wants.
Okay.
Just
That's
like Legacy, Jeff.
fair.
Come on. Like,
I'll crack my fetch land after. Yep.
don't you cast Ponder and Legacy all the time?
We're so good at this. Could have Tron on 3, just doesn't need it. Doesn't want it. Just wants to Flame Slash all day.
Day. Oh, he gets to know how dead he is now.
Do they not have days? Yeah, he's not playing days. He can learn how much removal we have. And we get to Snapcaster back, Flame Slash. It's so good.
Snapcaster back our Flame Slash. God. I mean, to be fair, if you're gonna Snapcaster Flame Slash, it's gonna be sorcery speed anyway, so.
Correct, yep.
You're practically only tapping like 2 lands to do it, so. Oh.
That was so good.
Oh.
That was so good.
This is filthy.
Probe Concede, right?
Possible Teamer Delver deck now that Nimble Goose is in the farm. Oh my gosh, Mongoose is printed at common, isn't it?
It is. It is.
That's so cool. Basically, I don't think it's good because in Pauper, the ground gets clogged up really easily. So your Goose isn't going to get in as often as it would in Legacy.
I think I just want to wall back a Flame Slash. I think this is just like one of our best cards in this matchup. Probably just can't have too many of them. Like, sans him having a Sternbound Geist, he just can't get through these.
Oh, also, the other person in chat had a really good point too. 3-color aggro is really greedy.
All right, and this is like what happened in the games where we lost post board. Like, they had Sternbound Geist last time in the one match that we lost, and like we just drew a bunch of lands. So we do need to find some action here at some point. Muldrifter is definitely better than the 1/3 that we ported out, so I'm glad I kept those in.
There we go. That's a time walk.
Blue-green madness. Did you? It's funny. I always like to bring up that people didn't know that once upon a time people used to argue about whether or not
Basking Root Walla?
no, whether or not what's it called? Why Werebear was better than Tarmogoyf and Rug Delver.
I remember
That was an actual thing. Like, there was an argument about why Werebear was better than Tarmogoyf in
well,
Canadian
I mean, it ramps, duh.
in Canadian Thresh. I guess I technically should have. Maybe I was supposed to Hydroblast that. I guess if he mutagenic or else I just like bolted to finish it off.
Alright, yeah, if you're worried about your Squadron Hawk prices tanking, clearly you didn't buy the correct Squadron Hawks, the promo ones. Because those will be untouched by the current reprint. They are strictly superior to all other Squadron Hawks. Caw.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Hydroblast this. This card gets Hydroblasted and Pyroblasted. It's so bad. God, I love this card.
Prophetic Prism is quickly becoming my favorite card in Pauper.
It's very good. It's very, very good.
Also, I run like Kuldotha Jeskai, so it's just like cantrip all day long.
Oh man, we played against that tonight. That matchup's so good.
I'm about to say, you probably poop on that. Like,
Correct. They just can't win.
Sure.
He drew almost his entire deck in one of the games and lost. Just like, and he didn't have.
It's because your Muldrifters are better than their Muldrifters, and you get to run cards like Pulsa Murasa, and just better cards. But they have more threats.
Ooh, that's a capsize.
But you have a better threat.
Unfortunately, we can't use this aggressively because he has. Does he have Hydroblast post board or Pyroblast? Yeah, he's got 3 Pyroblasts and 2 Dispels we have to worry about. He's already played 1 Dispel. No, it was last game. Guild Fiend, sure. Kill that one. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for bouncing my wall here. Since I have Hydroblast to counter Pyroblast. God, the flavor on that is excellent. Hydroblast, counter your Pyroblast.
Pokemon all over again.
Let's grab another Hydroblast here, I think. Yeah.
This is filthy.
It's very good. If he draws a Delver, technically we might be sad at some point, but, you know.
Why would you want a second Hydroblast over Flame Slash?
Yeah, because we're going to do this again next turn. That's why. Because the actual answer is we're getting both.
Because it doesn't matter is the answer.
Because it doesn't matter. That is correct.
Oh my god. So, this is where our opponent just concedes, right? Right, like they literally can't win the game from here.
Correct. Sweet. We're gonna finish 6-1. Made a cool $20 on the night. We get $5 per match win.
Do we?
Yeah. And then we get to make the finals. I think it's 175.50 for
My finals, is it single elimination or is it
Yeah.
another round robin?
No, single elimination.
Man, I'd rather just be a round robin. Just play even more Pauper.
Whoa, bro. Get out of here.
Oh.
that one. Counter that one if it's red.
So why don't we run Blue Elemental Blast instead?
Counter that one if it's red. I don't think that's common. I'm pretty sure it's not, actually.
Oh, really? I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
There's no silver set symbol on it. I know that.
All right, and this one's going to come in here, and we'll rebuy this Hydroblast that we used to make it resolve.
He's down to 1 card in hand. Like, okay, come on.
Come on.
Just concede.
Come on.
Unless he lets us go for perfect game. It's like, either concede or let us perfect game. Use the clacks.
We could just let it not resolve and then pulse it. Yeah, that's probably better, actually. Just, like, gain 6 life randomly. God, what a misplay. We let our spell spell resolve. What a misplay. What just a savage blowout, letting our own spell resolve. Let's play this and buy a Flame Slash back now, just in case he has a Delver or something. In case something slips through the cracks here,
Giggity.
He said GG's. GG's.
GG's.
The wall, it has been written on.
Teamer Battle Rage. High five. Nailed it.
8-0 in games. 8-0 in games, the old casual 8-0 in games. Deck's really sweet. If you're looking for a Pauper deck that you want to... This deck will let you leverage play skill really well. It lets you punish people for the ins and outs. I don't think I'd really change much in the deck. The one change I said I might change this into a Prismatic Lens or whatever the card's called, Prophetic Lens, that lets you, it's another 2 mana, that lets you filter. And I think I would change this Thornwood Falls into either a 3rd Shimmering Grotto or a Dismal Backwaters. But other than that, I think the deck's sweet. I'm really happy with the sideboard and the main deck, and just I don't play a ton of Pauper, but when I do, it's 4-color Tron.
Have you got to blow many people out Gorilla Shaman yet?
We haven't.
Like that's one of the cards that I just wish.
There was more artifact hate in this board before. I think I honestly... Actually, that's... Okay, so that's a comment. I think I would cut this Ancient Grudge for something else. I think I would cut it for something that's reasonable against Affinity that also comes in other matchups. Like, honestly, the more I play, I wouldn't hate a 4th Flame Slash in the sideboard, and I wouldn't hate a 2nd Magma Spray in the sideboard. So I don't think it's unreasonable to cut either one or both of these for extra Flame Slash, extra Magma Spray. Flame Slash is really good against Affinity because it kills Mirror Enforcer and it kills the green Metalcraft idiot, whatever it's called. And Magma Spray is... Carapace, yeah. Magma Spray is really good against the decks that are good against us, like cards like the Young Wolf and the 1/1 that makes a 3/3 when it dies, and Sternbound Geist. Like, I think I would play those. There's a 1 green 1/1 that when it dies it makes a 3/3. Green Stompy boards it in against us. So yeah, so I think I would turn
What
these.
is this card?
I think I would turn these into Magma Spray and Flame Slash, or 2 Magma Spray if you expect a lot of undying creatures.
Chat, help us out. What's this 1 mana 3/3 that he's talking about?
It's a
I know.
2 mana 1/1.
Oh, 2 mana 1/1.
Okay.
Gets a 3/3.
All right, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and call